evening, Juco Editz family, and welcome to Season 4, Episode 9 of the Juco Editz podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by Austin Ehrlicher, pitcher for the Boston Red Sox minor league organization. Austin, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Most definitely, man. So, without further ado, I'm going to let Cam take over.
All right, what's up, Austin? So you play minor league baseball for the Boston Red Sox. You went to Maria Carrillo. Is it Carrillo
Yeah,
or Carrillo?
Korea. Yeah.
All right, you went to Maria Carrillo High School. Tell us your time there.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely different than most people because of COVID. So, played basketball and baseball there up until junior year. Pretty normal high school experience. And then COVID happened. So, kind of got shut down my junior year. Junior year baseball got canceled. And then I actually ended up quitting baseball and just playing basketball for like 9 months, basically the whole time that COVID was going on. And then when the spring came around for senior season, um, my coach called me and asked if I wanted to play baseball. So I decided to play both at the same time. So I'd be running from baseball games to basketball games and practice to practice. So it was kind of a crazy senior year for me. Just a lot of sports. So
Gotcha.
yeah, that was kind of my time there. Pretty normal except for senior year, where I had to run around and do two sports at one time. So, but got me prepared for college doing the same thing there. So,
Yeah, that's fair. So after high school, you went to Santa Ana Community College. Talk to us about your recruitment out of high school.
yeah, Santa Rosa Junior College.
Santa Rosa, excuse
Yeah,
me.
no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, it was mainly going there for basketball. Then baseball coach called me up and asked if I wanted to play, and was like, sure. So, I mean, at that point, I kind of knew I wanted to keep going. So. That wasn't a tough decision there, but yeah, played basketball my freshman year. Um, had a good year, loved it. Basketball was always my first sport, so that was fun. And then came into baseball season about halfway through, and um, yeah, I mean, I started. I was like 86, 88. Like was like a good pitcher, like pitch for sure. Just as the season went on, I kept progressing, velocity kept getting better. Was pitching better, was hitting well. So yeah, then it kind of went on from getting my name out there at the end of the year, and then playing summer ball at the Print Packers and getting drafted. So it definitely happened quick, but it was a cool experience. So
Awesome. Well, so it says from your JUCO freshman and sophomore year, you appeared in 12 games, started in four, had 7 wins, 2 losses, had a 3.95 ERA, and 65 strikeouts. And there are a few games that stick out. One of them, talk to us about Sierra.
um, yeah, I mean that was a while ago. I know I did not. That was not my favorite team to fish against. Small, scrappy dudes. A little bit like the Guardians in low A that I was fishing against. Um, yeah, I mean you got to just throw strikes against them. Always a good team. I think they got a lot of guys coming out of there. So yeah, I don't remember it specifically to be honest, but I just know it was always a tough team to pitch against.
Gotcha. San Mateo.
Yeah, I think that was my first game actually, freshman year. I think it was one inning. I don't remember if we pitched against them sophomore year. We might have. Um, yeah, I know freshman year was just my first inning, and then honestly, I can't remember what happened. What happened sophomore year? Um, but yeah, another good team. Cool field too.
Nice. Modesto.
Yeah, I think that was. I kind of remember that one specifically. I think that was one of my better ones my freshman year. That was kind of one later in the season. Velocity ticked up, started to be around 92, 88, 92, and pretty sure I had a good game against them. But that was kind of the first game where the velo ticked up, and I started to notice it, and then from then on, kind of stayed there. So I remember that one a little bit more for sure.
Awesome. Sac City.
Sac City. Um, always a good team. I think I pitched. I think they came to the JC our first year. I think I pitched well. I forget what I did the my sophomore season. I just know I got robbed of a couple doubles there my sophomore season. That was what I remember most about them, to be honest. So yeah, good team though.
Gotcha. American River.
American River. That was um, can't remember. I don't think they were the top team in our conference for sure. I think I pitched well against them both times. Definitely some lopsided games though, for sure.
All right, and excuse me, Reedley.
Really, I don't even remember playing really, to be honest. We might have played them once my freshman year. I don't remember playing them though.
All right, that's fair. But dude, in all honesty, like, how did you feel playing JUCO ball in California? Like, what was that like?
Yeah, it's good, man. I mean, that's good competition. I think people know that, but they don't like really realize it until they come play there. Like when there's dudes getting drafted, like they're throwing 95, like it's legit baseball. I think a lot of those teams beat and would beat some D1 teams for sure. So it's a good experience. It's like a wide range of guys. You got guys that are like going D1, going D2, and guys that are just like kind of coming out from high school and trying to play college ball, and you kind of see them progress. And yeah, it's a wide range of guys, and it's legit baseball, especially in California, especially at Santa Rosa Junior College. So it was a great experience. Would definitely recommend JUCO to pretty much anyone, especially nowadays. College baseball is getting older, so um, yeah, good experience, really good baseball. If anybody's thinking about it, it's legit competition, so it was fun.
Yeah, it's cool that you recommend JUCO to many others because I mean,
Yeah,
I went to JUCO in Florida. Marsh went to JUCO in Kansas, so we know what
yeah,
that's like.
yeah. It's different, but it's when you go to the next level, you don't take much for granted either. So um, yeah, good baseball though.
Exactly. Well, talk to us about your recruitment at a JUCO. What was that like?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Happened just weird timeline. Like I think I talked to more pro scouts than I talked to like a few pro scouts before talking to any college coaches. So I don't know if that happens for a lot of guys, but yeah, it happened quick. I didn't really have any coming out of my freshman year. Kind of just built up until the draft. I just know after the draft, it picked up a lot. I think I got drafted, and then like a week later went to Oklahoma State for my first official visit there, which was sweet. The place is awesome. But yeah, then it really picked up and kind of got schools from all over. So took my visits in the fall. I went to Arizona, ASU, which where I committed, UCLA, and then Oklahoma State that summer. So definitely crazy experience, but it was fun and just helped me navigate through different coaches and figure out what I wanted. So it was fun.
Good. So we'll jump ahead here. You were drafted in round 18. You were picked 549 from the Red Sox. Uh, Talk to us about your spring training ball.
Yeah, it's been different for me. I was kind of injured the past couple years in spring training. I wasn't really injured last year, but it was a little bit behind. But it's a crazy experience, especially your first one. You see, um, I mean, the big league guys are in there, so you're talking to a few of them, just seeing how they work. I get there early pretty much every year, so I'm kind of with some of the guys that get there early as well, and just to see them throw off the mound and be in the weight room, it's just cool to be around them. So I think especially that first spring training was pretty cool to just be with them. You just watch them, and you obviously want to get to that level, so just makes you work that much harder. But it was a good experience for sure.
Awesome. No, that's really cool the way you look at it.
Yeah.
And in 2025 so far, you are from single A to high A. You are 4-3 in 21 games. You have a 2.56 ERA, a 63.1 IP, 73 Ks, and you've played with guys like David Sandlin, Isaac Stevens, and Maximus Martin. I mean, tell us
Isaac
about both those
Stebbins.
guys.
Isaac Stebbins.
Yeah.
Stebbins, my bad.
I think
Yep.
a ton of people say it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but tell us about like being around those guys.
Yeah. All good dudes. Maximus came in late, obviously draft guy last year. Good dude, really good player. Um, yeah, I started off my pro golf career with Stebbins in Salem. Dude's lights out.
Yep.
Funky release, good fastball. So yeah, he's fun to watch pitch. And then Martin obviously came in a little late, and he's a good player, man. He hit really well, really athletic. And Sandlin throws gas, obviously, 100-mile-an-hour guy. So good player for sure.
And all three of them are my good friends. So that's why I threw it in there.
Oh, really? No way.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right.
he knows if he went to JUCO, then Marks definitely knows him.
I also
And
know Kyson.
Bryson, yeah, I haven't met him yet, but yeah, I'm sure I'll meet him in spring training.
I got you.
all right. So my last question, and then I'll let Marks take over. What are your expectations for 2026? And what are some of the biggest lessons and takeaways that you've learned?
Yeah, I'll start with some of the takeaways. I got a little taste of it in not this year, but the year before, just getting there. I only threw 6 innings, but I think it was good for me to like get a taste of pro ball, and then coming back last year, kind of hit the ground running. To be honest, I was pretty focused. Was hurt all last year, so I think for guys, you need to have a routine, and you need to just stick to it every day, and that's my biggest takeaway. There's so many ups and downs, and you can't get so emotional about it. You just have to come in and do the work every day, and I think the biggest takeaway from that was having a good season. So it definitely paid off. So it's something I'll keep up next year. Definitely want to make a jump velocity wise. Um, Pitches were good. I got a few things to work on for sure. Getting in the zone more, but yeah, just really that consistent routine and goals for next year, just to make it as far as possible. Double A, triple A, big leagues, just try to get as far as possible. So we'll definitely be focused on the same things and see where it takes me.
All right.
All right. So, Austin, the first one that I have for you, what is your welcome to D1? Sorry, what is your welcome to JUCO, welcome to D1, and welcome to the minors stories?
Hmm. I'm sure I got one for Juco. Let me think. I don't know if it was a welcome to JUCO moment, but I was playing. It was late in the season. I was starting to hit a little bit, and I think Consumnes River or something had one of their guys who was about to get drafted. He's a legit guy. I was hitting in like the seventh hole. He threw me a first pitch fastball on the outside corner. I swung, hit a homer. But the next day, it was like one of my first at bats of the year. Wasn't really hitting up until that point. So hit a homer, and then I went back, and I think he went 2 curveballs, and there's 2 of the curveballs where I was like, whoa, like that's different. I swung like 2 feet over the first one, curveball, fastball, and I went back to the dugout. So that was my welcome to JUCO hitting moment. D1, I didn't play, D1 obviously, but I
Right.
think just like seeing the facilities and like the different level of like it's a different level of baseball for sure. Um, and then welcome to the minors. There's a lot of long season. There's a lot of things that happened. Honestly, I don't think anything like crazy, like a bad story.
Okay.
I think it was more like welcome to the low A of minors, which is like like the players, guys from Dominican, like unbelievably talented. So it'll be from like we'll miss a few fly balls here, but then they'll make like some play that you could never think that they would make, and it's just crazy talented, but just total up and down and low A. So it's like you got to change your mindset of what success is. Not just the stat line, but how you play. So that was probably my biggest adjustment. I can't really think of anything crazy that happened though. Um, but probably something that people would probably say is just the travel and the food for sure. But I think people kind of expect that. So nothing too crazy yet, but I'd say that'd be the biggest adjustment for sure on the mound.
Okay, favorite JUCO stories.
I got a lot of them. Anybody that's played it at my junior college knows our coach, Damon Ehrlicher. Probably the best coach I've ever played for, but dude's crazy for sure. He, yeah, great dude. Just on you at all times. There's this one time where we showed up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and one of our guys, I don't know, I think he had a bad game or something, and him and our coach were going back and forth, and we were playing our rival Delta at the time or next week. And so we're there at 8 a.m. and you just hear him come in yelling at us, and he just looks at the guy in the eye, and they just start wrestling at like 8 a.m. They just start. Our Damon's like 60, like he's older dude, but he's still like he's throwing BP every day, like running around, and they just start wrestling. And he's like getting us fired up. That was probably like the funniest moment for sure. You really got to like know him and play for him to just know how he is. But anybody that's played there knows they'll have tons of stories. So great dude and great coach, but there's a lot of stories that come out of there for sure.
All right, 5 a.m. JUCO stories if you did 5 a.m.s in Cali.
We didn't do 5 a.m.s, but it might have been that same day. Or no, yeah, it might have been that same day. I think we got there at like 6:30, like at the field, like field day. Sun's like just starting to come up. And I can't remember exactly what happened, but I think we ended up running for like an hour straight. Um, we always practiced at like 1 o'clock. But it was like a Friday, so we didn't have school. So for some reason we were there at like 6:45, and we did some, and we ended up running for an hour straight. So we'd run tripods. We'd get back to home plate, get treated out for like 10 minutes straight, run another tripod, and it probably took an hour to an hour and a half, like no joke. So we didn't do many 5 a.m.s, but that one day that we were there at like 6:30, that was a wild day for sure.
Okay, JUCO bus ride story.
Mm. See, we like California JUCO, we don't have our longest ride is like 3 hours max. So we don't have any
Okay.
crazy, but I know like anywhere else outside of California, they're taking super long bus drives. So I don't think I have any crazy stories. They were pretty normal bus drives. But playing basketball and baseball, I drove to the same place so many times. Like we'd go there twice in a week for baseball, once for basketball. So I went to the same place probably 15 to 20 times, like same bus ride. So that's my crazy story, is just going to the same place every time. But we didn't have any crazy like breakdowns or anything like that that guys outside of California JUCO would have.
Okay. Let's see here. Walk me through your daily routine during the season versus your daily routine.
Yeah, season, normal day, early guy for sure. So I'll wake up at like 8 probably. Um, Eat breakfast. I usually move around at the gym. When I was in Greenville, I'd just go get coffee, take a walk. Pretty chill morning. Walk to the field. And then that's kind of where the routine sets in. I just have, we have a schedule, so I'll get ready to throw. I'll go hot tub, cold tub pretty much every day. Dudes think I'm crazy for it. I'll have it at like 30 degrees, not 30 because you can't get it 30, but like 40,
Yeah.
filled with ice. I'll do that every day. Hot tub, cold tub. Get a little bit of soft tissue work. And then I pretty much do the same like little mobility routine every day. Takes like 25 minutes, but just get the body moving. Um, Go out, do J bands, dynamic warm up. I'll throw, and then big thing with the Red Sox is we're getting on the mound almost every day. So whether it's a recovery day or something, we'll have like little plyout mat, and I'll throw baseballs off the mound like lightly, just working on drills and stuff. So I think every day I'm on the mound for sure. After that, we'll go get the lift in. In season, it's not too crazy. Just a lot of movement. I'm a guy that likes plyometrics, jumping a lot. Definitely athletics, so I always like to stay that way. So in season, that was actually something that I added that increased my velo quite a bit in a few weeks. And then we'll watch 9 innings of baseball every 6 days a week. So that's kind of the routine. I don't know how many bags of seeds I ate, but that was every day. And then right now it's wake up, breakfast. I'm in San Diego right now, so I'll go to the beach more often than not, just walk around. I'll be at the gym, mobility. I'm starting to throw now. Same throwing routine, just building up. Lifting's still a lot of like movement, getting into some more strength stuff for sure. Not like a super heavy lifter. Like I said, I really like plyometrics and just getting the body like aligned and moving right. I think that's how I perform best. But yeah, it's really just like not doing too much. There's only so much you can do. So like you got a lot of time in the day, but baseball is like the one sport where you can't just like go play catch for like 5 hours. Like you can just go, you can go hoop for 5 hours, but you can't go play catch and throw off the mound. So it's like, you gotta like trust that what you're doing is right and stick with it and just be consistent. And that's how the results show. So, yeah, nothing crazy. It's just, I do it every day, and that's why, we're good. So, that's the process.
Okay, what is something that you struggled with this season that you want to improve on?
Mm, I think man was probably my lowest hanging fruit for sure. I think with me being out, I mean, I was out for like a year. So really just getting back into it. But I think just playing every week, week in, week out, just gaining experience helped me just throughout the year, just honing in on my command a little bit. Was learning some new pitches, got a new slider this year. So yeah, I think just like gradually like refining what I already have and being off the mound more and just gaining that experience will help me with my command for sure. And I think the mental game, something that I can always work on. It's a crazy season, like so many ups and downs, so many uncontrollables. So you just got to control what you can control, and I think that's always going to be a point of focus for me, just going into a new season, just forgetting what happened, whether I had a good year or bad year, and just focusing on what I got next. And yeah, I mean the mental side is probably the biggest side of the game at this level. So I'll always take that into next season and try to improve. So.
What is one thing you do to try to get yourself out of a slump when you're pitching?
Um, yeah, I think that has a lot to do with the mental side for sure. I think guys like to, when they're in a slump, they like to like find a way to like a new feel or new drill or like change things up. I like to just evaluate like what I'm doing and like ask myself like why, is this the reason I'm not performing, or is it mentally, or is it something that I did that was out of my control? So a lot of what happened through the season was, if it was a bad game, I'd look at what I'm doing and it's like, yeah, I think that works, but it's probably more something on the mound or sequencing or just command or like working on the pitches and bullpen. So um, again, like there's only so much you can do. So I think just having that mental reset is the biggest part of it, and just reevaluating what you're doing and asking yourself if that really works. And if it does, then just stay calm, keep doing it. And it's baseball, things happen. So just trying and stay in that mental mindset of like, just, keep going, taking it day by day. And that's how you get out of slumps. So that's my process.
What drives you to keep playing baseball?
Good question. I mean, I love it. Best job in the world. I mean, we play a kids game every day. I think I really like the process of just getting better, whether that's baseball or outside of it. I think that's something that I'm just passionate about. So I think that drives me to keep playing. And obviously, I want to get to the big league. So that's the biggest driver, to be honest. Yeah, I just got to remember that it's a kids game, and have that motivate you to keep going and realize that you're doing something that 99% of people like haven't done. So yeah, just getting to the big leagues and just continuously getting better is what drives me. So
Okay. What's the biggest thing you noticed transitioning from JUCO to the minors?
yeah, a lot for sure. Like everything, actually, literally everything. Yeah, JUCO has its place for sure, but when you get to pro ball, it's just development. Like JUCO's, you're trying to win, which is how it should be. College, you're trying to win. Um, Pro ball, you're trying to get to the big leagues. So it's like, I don't want to say winning doesn't matter, because it's like nobody wants to lose. But yeah, it's just development every day. We don't throw a bullpen without TrackMan. We have all the data in the world. We have all the resources in the world, all the people. Um, so yeah, it's a totally different game. I've gained a ton of experience and knowledge. And yeah, I mean, it's completely different. Just from the coaching and equipment that you have, and you see guys that take advantage of it more than others, and those are usually the guys that succeed. So it's just like you have so many more resources that you're able to use. So I definitely take advantage of that and use that difference to my advantage, because I didn't throw in front of a TrackMan at all in JUCO. Like that, I had no data. I was like, yeah, I think my curveball looks good today. So like, I hope it works. But yeah, I mean, it's dialed in for sure. So huge difference in every aspect.
What are the favorite JUCO places that you've played at?
Um, I think I like the Santa Rosa's field, to be honest. But again, we didn't travel like a crazy amount because California, we're like 2, 3 hours away from everybody. Um, I thought our field was the best, to be honest. We had it like redone, like all turf, brand new everything right when I got there, so it was pretty sweet. Sac City is a cool little stadium. They got like the window like on the first level and then some seats above. And then we played Delta at the University of Pacific, so that was a cool spot. But um, nothing crazy. That's honestly probably one of the biggest differences from JUCO is just like playing in front of fans. Like I played in front of like 200 fans max.
You can't see it, but I found your field. It looks nice. It looks
It's
really nice, man.
it's sweet. It's probably the best one in our conference for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, going from that to like playing in the stadiums we do now is that's honestly one of the bigger differences. So nothing crazy, but yeah, I thought it feels pretty sweet.
Okay, next. What is the toughest teams that you've faced in JUCO and the minors?
JUCO, Folsom Lake. I never want to play them again. I'm glad I won't. My ERA might be like 10 against them. Like it was the worst. They could hit. Just never had a good game against them for some reason. And pro ball is definitely the Guardians. They're a low A team. They had 9 lefties in the lineup. Um, didn't strike out. It's like the worst team you could possibly face. Just will hit everything, won't strike out. So that was actually probably the toughest team I've ever faced. I'm trying to think of some others in high who were good. Greensboro were good. Had Connor Griffin. Probably the most talented team I've played. But toughest team was easily the Guardians. Just didn't strike out and hit literally everything. So
What is some of your favorite things about JUCO?
um, I think our JUCO is it's definitely different. And I told you about like the coach, um, he's just like the best dude. He's like crazy on the field. Like we'll get on you, but we'll fight for you off the field. So like he was probably like my favorite part about that experience. Just like he will push you to be the best. Like we had a good team that year, but like he's known for like getting the most like every drop out of guys every year. Like we didn't have the most talent, but um, he'd get the most out of everybody. And I'm sure that's how it is for a lot of JUCOs. But um, yeah, I mean, you just gotta like show up and play. Like you don't have all the resources, everything to develop like you would in pro ball. So just like having that like simple like mindset, you just got to go out and win. Like that's my favorite part, and it's what I'm looking forward to most in the big leagues. To be honest, just like playing on a team to like win, because that's the feeling of college, and that's the feeling of JUCO for sure. You just go to play to win and play for all the guys on your team. It's playing with your boys out there, so it's totally different. But it's a great experience. So um, yeah, I think that just the situation of JUCO would probably be my favorite part. Just then you go to pro ball and you don't take anything for granted. So
What sacrifices have you had to make to pursue your dream?
yeah, I mean a lot. Um, I mean there'd be nights like I don't. It's not like I tell people this, but like um, my freshman year, we'd get back from games at like 9 p.m. and then we had practice at like 10 in the morning, and then I'd go lift. My gym was open 24/7, so I'd go lift after the game for like an hour and a half, and then be in there at like 12 a.m. and just like sacrifices like that. Like it's nothing like life changing, but like it's just a lifestyle of pursuing like what you want. I knew what I wanted, and that was what it took. So um, yeah, I mean it's just kind of your life. Like you got your friends at the field. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like you need to like sacrifice anything crazy. It's just like the opposite of it. You need to like be consistent about what you're doing. It's not like how many hours a day are you doing this. It's like how good are you doing this in the hours that you're doing it. So I mean, I sacrificed a lot for sure. But again, I was just consistent and worked hard. So yeah, definitely a lot of sacrifices, but worth it for sure. Just like anything.
What's it like playing in the minors?
It's crazy. Just like crazy experiences. I've never been on the East Coast until I moved out to Florida for spring training, and basically every city I go to is new. So I'm getting to experience the South and East Coast, and you're playing with guys that are going to be in the big leagues, next year, and you have teammates that are in the league right now. Connolly Early, my roommate in spring training, just got to play in the playoffs at Yankee Stadium. So it's like you see guys that that are just like out there shoving and making it, and it motivates you for sure. So it's crazy. You get to know so many people, so many coaches, see so many like random towns and in the South and East Coast. I think the coolest part for me is just playing in front of fans and having like a cool environment, especially in Greenville. Tons of fans, great environment. Um, So yeah, it's a crazy experience, and it's like hard to describe unless you've kind of been there or like really heard about it. But it's crazy, and it's fun for sure.
What is your walkout song?
Nail Tech by Jack Harlow.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
that basically since my freshman year of college and haven't really switched it, so I like it.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so what coach and what team means the most to you of out of all you've ever had?
Um, our Santa Rosa Juco team was, definitely the team that meant the most to me for sure. Um, you just go through so much with the guys playing JUCO. It's hard not to be your favorite team. So it's like for sure them, and then I'd say my JUCO coach Damon and hitting coach slash mentor Joey Gomes, um, brother of Johnny Gomes, played
Yeah.
Red Sox World Series champ. But I hit with Joey for 11 years, and he's like the reason I'm the player I am today. Just
awesome.
growing up around him, like hearing him talk. It's like I'm just so glad I was able to be around him for that long, and that's why I'm here today for sure. He just ingrained so much like professionalism in each guy he coaches, and it's um, yeah, best coach I've been around for sure, and just glad I was able to be around him and hit with him and play on the Prim Packers, which is the team he coaches. But he was definitely the most influential coach I've had for sure.
Awesome.
How do you stay mentally locked in?
Um, that's a good question. I don't have anything like specific. I think like it's not the opposite, but it's like almost the opposite of where you spend so much time at the field every day that you have to like get away from baseball, and it's like how can you like keep this like level head every day? Um, so I think that just comes down to back to the mental aspect of the game and just taking it one day at a time. And yeah, I've talked to certain people for sure about just meditation and mindset. Um, Worked with a guy, Nick Sweeney, like a year ago, who had a pretty big impact on me. You know him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know him personally, but yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
okay. He's the man. He's the best. I definitely take some of his practices and use it every day. But I worked with him for like 4 months about a year ago, and we text all the time. He texted me the other day, and he's like taking off on Instagram now. But it's sweet, and there's definitely some like meditation things that I do for sure. I'll journal a little bit, write in my book. But again, it's just like how can I relax through the day and keep a level head is probably how I stay the most locked in.
Okay, so I do gotta ask you this question. So with you being a pitcher, is there some stuff that like you take from like your teammates that for like example, like you said, like you have like a notebook. Is there stuff like you see like your teammates do in like okay, how to get like timing down of like batters?
Um, yeah, but I think just being around the hitters, taking things away from them, definitely something I want to do more. And I think it's definitely an advantage for a lot of pitchers, just seeing the other side of it. And I think hitting in college definitely helped me a little bit. And yeah, just talking to those guys helps a ton with pitching more than people would probably think.
Mhm.
Okay, so what is your thoughts on college players having agents?
Um, I mean, it just depends on the situation. I had one, but I didn't have one before the draft. Um, so like it just depends. Like if you don't need one, like you'll know if you need one. So if a guy's like just has an agent, the guy usually doesn't just have an agent most of the time. So like it just depends on the situation. But like the one I would question for sure is like the younger high school guys. Like that's
Yeah.
those are crazy. But again, it's like somebody's gonna get them at some point. So um, yeah, but it's crazy. Especially now. I didn't really experience like the whole NIL thing or ever was ever in the transfer portal. So I think guys, I guess need them, but it's kind of crazy to see for sure.
Okay, so now I want to ask you this question. So, if you're a senior in college, there's now a chance where you get granted an extra year eligibility. I want to know your thoughts on that, and how do you think that's going to impact the future with college with the JUCO guys?
Say that again for
Yeah,
an extra year of eligibility with like if
yeah,
you're
yeah. So if you're a JUCO guy and you went and this is your senior year of college, that there's a chance you'd be granted or denied this extra year. I want to know your thoughts on that.
um yeah, I mean, it would depend on the reason. I mean, I think that started like from COVID, and you can just see how like the game has progressively gotten, older and older guys. So I don't know if it's a bad thing, but it's like all more of a reason for high school guys to go JUCO. So I don't have like too much of an opinion on it, but I think like young guys need to realize that that's a thing, and it's like, okay, well, if I'm gonna have like a fifth, sixth year senior that's like 23 that's like gonna play over me, is it really worth going there? Um, or should I go JUCO? And it's like my recommendation would be to go JUCO and gain that experience. Um, yeah, it's probably going to be around for a while, and it changes the game for sure. But I think it just depends on the situation, and young guys need to realize that they might not play over the guy who's been there for 4 years. So yeah, definitely situational thing for sure.
Okay, so I have three last ones for you. So, with you being in the Boston Red Sox organization, who are some of your favorite players that you've played with?
I've played um, with the Red Sox or just
Yeah,
in
with the Red Sox.
Sox. Honestly, it's super fun to see the Dominican guys, like how talented they are.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So like they're some of my favorite guys to play with for sure. Um, Blake Weehom was probably a guy I like playing with, just like watching pitch. He was with me in Salem for a little bit. I mean, I like all the guys to be honest. I'm trying to think. Johan Fran Garcia is like the best guy ever. Great catcher. He's a fun one to play with. His brother. His brother was actually our center fielder in Salem last year.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah, and he just debuted this year, so he moved up fast. Crazy talented. Um, but yeah, all the guys are fun to play with. It's like you have so many different guys that it's just fun to see all the type of guys. And like I said, like the Dominicans are insanely talented. So it's just like I'll watch their bullpens, and it's just like fun to watch because they're just different. But it's crazy, crazy talent everywhere.
And then the next one is seeing a guy like Aroldis Chapman. What's that like?
No, it's crazy. I remember the first time I was in the gym and he was like over there lifting. Like he's a giant dude. Like there's a reason he throws 104 and has been doing it for so long. It's insane. His car matches him for sure. Dude's got like a monster truck driving around every day. It's crazy. Um, he's a beast though. Like he's there. Like he's like the first one there every morning. Like he's like pretty old school with like his lifts and running. Like he's running like poles. Like he's doing like bodybuilder type workouts. He's just a unit, man. But he's a beast and he's super consistent. Like he's so locked in the gym. But yeah, he's a freak athlete. It's crazy to see. So that's probably one of the craziest things I've seen, to be honest, in baseball.
All right, Austin, my last question for you is what advice do you have for high school players, JUCO players, and D1 players trying to make it to the next level like you have?
hmm Um, I think high school and JUCO would be just like you just got to keep working. It's like it's really the consistency. I think now with like social media, you see so many like different things online. It's like you're comparing yourself, and it's like, is this drill gonna work, or is this like you gotta find your routine and just stick to it. And so you just gotta work hard and like stay focused and don't get like too distracted. And really just use the people that are better than you to talk to and like learn. Always learn. I think that's the biggest thing for JUCO and high school guys, whether it's like you're working with a trainer, pitching coach, or you have a guy that's getting drafted on your team and you're looking to get there. It's just like always learning and always being coachable. I think that's the biggest thing is just being coachable. Um, you're usually not as good as you think you are, and that's going to last up until you're a big leaguer, and even then. So it's just like always being coachable, and that goes same for D1 guys. Um, but I think like with D1, there's like even more distractions too. Um, but I think you see a lot of the guys that are coming out of there. It's just like that's their life. Like that's what they do. They're just really good at it, and at that point, they've like locked in their routine so much that um, there's like a reason why they're that good. And I think my first taste of like learning from guys like that was playing with their prune packers in Healdsburg during the summer. Is like almost all Power Five guys. We had like 8 guys go pro on that team. It was crazy, and I was like 18. Most of the guys were like 21, 22. Getting drafted. It's like I was able to learn so much. So it's like whether you're high school, D1, JUCO, it's like just be coachable and learn and just work hard. It's um, baseball can be really simple. It's just never that easy. So you just got to take it day by day and know that it's a tough game and just keep working and keep learning. So that would be my advice.
All right, Austin. Well, thank you so much, man. So much, man, for coming on tonight. We really appreciate you, and we wish
Yeah,
you best of luck in the future, man.
of course. Thank you, man. Thanks for having me on.
Most
Yeah, man,
definitely.
it was a pleasure. I mean, it's also pretty cool to talk to someone from Boston because I mean, my brother's girlfriend's a huge Red Sox fan, so it was extra
Yeah,
cool to get to talk to someone who plays for Red Sox. So
awesome.
I respect it.
Easily the best fan base for sure. That's a cool part about it. So that's sweet.
Not gonna
Thanks for
argue
having
with
me on, though.
that.
Yeah,
All right, well, hey, thank you so much, man. We wish you best of luck, and we hope you have a great weekend.
awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
All right, I'll see you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to Season 4, Episode 9 of the Juco Edits podcast with Boston Red Sox minor league pitcher Austin Ehrlicher. So long, everybody.